In the ancient city of Ur in Iraq, Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, was born. Abraham was a righteous and wise young man who grew up in a society filled with idol worship and polytheism. However, his heart was filled with virtue and a belief that there must be a greater and higher existence to whom he should submit. One night, while contemplating the universe and questioning the meaning of life and the existence of a creator, Abraham received a divine call from God. In this call, God invited him to abandon the worship of idols and to submit to him alone. If Abraham followed this path lived according to God's teachings, he would become a role model and a father of nations. Abraham accepted the divine call with a peaceful heart and strong faith. He decided to follow the path of truth and lead humanity towards the one true God. Abraham invited his people and family to abandon the idols and turn towards the one true God. While some listened to his call and expressed their faith, many others rejected the invitation and clung to the worship of idols. Despite the opposition he faced, Abraham continued his call for monotheism and belief in the one true God. He showed great patience and wisdom in dealing with people and advising them with the truth. With his patience and wisdom, he was able to change the hearts of some and awaken the spirit of response to his call. After years of preaching, God gave Abraham a great promise. He promised to grant him a child even in his old age, despite the fact that his wife Sarah was barren and had not been able to conceive before. Although this promise seemed difficult and unexpected, Abraham believed in God's promise and trusted in it. Years passed, and Abraham and Sarah had not yet received the promised child. In an attempt to fulfill the divine promise, Abraham decided to marry Hagar, one of Sarah's handmaids. By the will of God, Abraham was blessed with a son named Ishmael from Hagar. Abraham loved his son Ishmael dearly, as a son and beloved to his heart. However, God wanted to test Abraham further. God commanded Abraham in a dream to sacrifice his son Ishmael and to demonstrate his complete faith and obedience. Despite the immense difficulty of this command, Abraham was willing to obey God and fulfill his will. On one fateful night, Abraham informed his son Ishmael about his vision and God's request. Without hesitation, Ishmael agreed to be part of this great sacrifice. Abraham and Ishmael headed to a designated place where the divine command would be carried out. As Abraham prepared to sacrifice his son, God sent an angel to intervene. At the crucial moment, God replaced the sacrifice with a heavenly ram and commanded Abraham to sacrifice it instead of his son. This experience was a testament to Abraham's deep faith and complete obedience to God. It proved to him and to humanity that God is merciful and wise, and that he would not ask for anything beyond human capability, and that he surpasses human understanding with his wisdom. After this great test, Abraham continued his call for monotheism and belief in the one true God. God commanded him to build the Kaaba in Mecca as a center of true worship. Abraham led the construction and laid the spiritual foundations of this sacred place. The story of Prophet Abraham is a story of faith, trust, and surrender to the will of God. It remains an inspiration for believers in all times, reminding us of the importance of trust in God and the willingness to sacrifice for Him.